Welcome back, everybody. I know you guys must have missed me. I missed you guys too, and something happened today, this morning. But first, let me introduce the show. Welcome back to Music Munch with director Cruizeee, brought to you by Naijatastic. Something happened today. One guy, his name is Deji, but one of his names is also Festus. But he know Festus reach here. That's the problem. So we did not start early. But for my guests that came early, I'm very sorry that we came late. Yeah. So I'm not in the studio alone today. Obviously, I already casted one person already. So and his name is Deji, the animator. Deji, tell them who you are, what you do, and what you like them to know about you.
Okay. What's up, guys? Your boy Deji, part of the Stowaways. Check out my channel. I'm an animator, still intermediate level, and yeah, I'm also a content creator.
Okay, big.
So watch out for me.
So
and you go explain entire no evidence.
Evidence day. I get chats. I go put out for the okay, yeah. My other guest to my immediate right, that's TDB. Is TDB. He said the full meaning of the TDB is till daybreak, and now we explain how we coined that name for us now. So TDB.
No evidence.
That one I don't get evidence to be
honest. TDB means till daybreak, and it speaks to the grind, like being able to keep going at it. So
steady on your grind every time, 24/7. Okay, and you guys know that on Music Munch, what we do on Music Munch, the reason why we call it Music Munch is because we munch on all these gists, all these things that happen in the industry. We munch on the gists. So now, last week I said something to the Wizkid fans. Actually, I said something about Wizkid's last album. I said, not purposefully, like it was out of all the things that happened, maybe social media gist and everything. I said that Wizkid's last album flopped. Now, I didn't say it directly. I said, why did Wizkid's last album flop? And I got a lot of comments on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Some people came from Instagram to the YouTube. I said that God go punish your papa for mentioning Machala. Somebody said on Instagram, said unhappy people with small nose. I don't know my nose was small. I always thought it was big. How we go sweet for una hair, because all songs we una the hair now depression songs. Happy people listen to Big Wiz. Now before I go into like FCDA. Now before I go into like talking about this particular comments and the comments and everything, do you guys think FC is a toxic fan base, or it's just normal banter that they just enjoy? Do you guys think FC is a toxic fan base?
I'll let him go first.
Now you be okay, now you be FC.
I ain't gonna lie, for real. Like it's a really toxic fan base. Like sometimes you guys, you all need to chill. Sometimes
they go for a bit.
Bro, they go overboard. Like I said, like there was a time during the whole Davido son's death and everything. Rest in peace. People really like they capitalized on that shit, and I was like, bro, that's a no go area.
Even when the album was doing numbers, timeless, they were like sympathy streams. I'm like, bro, you guys should calm down now. It's not that deep.
Nah,
because
bro,
of
toxic
music, because of fan base. How about you? What do you?
I think every movement would have extremists.
Okay,
like,
true.
Even down to religion, to anything you want to place it. Once there's a lot of people like coming to share a common goal, there will always be extremists.
True.
And maybe because just like with everything, negativity trends faster than positive stuff. So we're more likely to see the toxic parts of the fan base more than you will see the parts where, like, for example, they were streaming his album. You won't report that and say, oh, they were positive. It's the negative stuff that will stand out. So of course there will be toxic parts of that fan base.
Yeah. Now, what made me bring up that point is because feedback is important in things like this. And somebody calmed down and came to the YouTube and said, Director Cruizeee, help me ask your people, what are the criteria for judging like good songs, like, or a good project? Now, that's what I want us to like kind of discuss today. Like, if you see a body of work, if you see like a new song comes out, as an artist, let me start with you. How would you break it down to say, okay, maybe this, okay, altogether, this is a good project?
Okay, so for projects, I think first off, like I'm a storyteller, like when I put out songs and all of that. So I believe that your project should tell a story. And your story can be cruise. But there should be there should be a theme in your story that follows all through the project. If it's a feeling you want to evoke in your listeners, but if it's all over the place, to me, I think you've lost me. And that also plays in how you choose the sounds you use, the lyrics that would be in the album, and then how cohesive it is in terms of the flow of the project. So you don't, except if your plan is to take people like on a bumpy road, but there should be like this feeling of, okay, maybe from track 1 to 4 you want them to go down, maybe you want to take it up at some point. So there has to be that intentionality about how you put out your project.
Deep. Before we go into, because I would bring out 3 projects that came out this year, okay, maybe 2 from this year, then 1 from last year, that we're able to judge those projects. Before we do that, what do you also feel about like judging a body of work?
Me personally, what I feel is that like a good song it combines like flow, rhythm, and I don't even feel like lyrics should even be there. You people that always say, she tell me say, because I'm not gonna lie, like for real, if you play, there's some songs that like it's just like nice flow and rhythm.
That's the producer's credits.
So that's not the artist.
Exactly.
No, flow doesn't have to be with fair. Only the artist. Like Kanye, bro. It's not just the producers that bring flow and rhythm to
Kanye West is a producer too.
And he's also an artist. So like now Wizkid can just come. If he does
Starboy do for
you. He has hits records already. And the thing is that
it's grace, that one is grace. It's different, and it's
no grace. Bro, the thing is that like someone like Wizkid right now, he can, to me, I feel Wizkid is being lazy right now. I'm not gonna lie. Wizkid,
coming from a fan,
and I'm an intellectual fan. Like I analyze things like this.
Wahala.
You mean say some of them intellectual.
Exactly. So like Wizkid can drop it. Wizkid doesn't need to prove. I may sound this thing, but let me not lie. He doesn't need to. He's no more bringing out the past Wizzy because he's changing his genre. If people notice, he's actually changing his genre. He's no more going for the whole party vibe because now he's shifting towards the western. He's now a superstar. He's known abroad. He's trying to drop songs that, if you notice now, no lie, most of all the songs he's doing now, they are more relatable to people abroad than mostly Nigeria. Do you believe this more money, less ego that everybody
more love
thinks? Yeah, sorry, more love.
Now money this guy,
but I really never mind. But like that album, like I feel people in Nigeria are just slandering the album and insulting the album, but people abroad appreciate the album. Facts.
Let me say the reason why I felt and I said the last album flopped was coming from the glory days of Made in Lagos and Made in Lagos Deluxe. Like we add it's back to like me when I'm judging an album, like aside from the old judging each project personally, each song personally, I judge how many songs can I play back to back, the replay value of particular songs on the album, and I could count. I think out of 15 tracks on the album, it didn't pass like 6 songs that I could play back to back. When we talk about Too Sugar, Everyday, what's the name of this song? Frames, who's gonna know? Then we have the Bad to Me, Money or Love. Like outside those songs, like there were no Then the one with Skepta and what's his name, Naira Marley. What's that song again? That song too. So like you can count the songs that you can pick. Let's go to Asake's work of art. I can count back to back songs that I can mention all the songs on Asake's album right now. I don't know, maybe it's because it's hot right now, but like back to back projects, and we are seeing like songs that we can sing word for word, we can enjoy word for word. It's almost okay.
Now back to what I said, because I was waiting for him
to mention Asake,
to mention things, people like Asake and people that are coming up right now.
It's never about coming up right now.
okay, people that are hot, that have replay values, let me not lie, nobody wants to call that has like that amount of like streams and like importance in today's songs. They didn't blow before 2018. Follow me, Dragon.
Burna did.
Burna before 2018.
Burna,
I think we need to dead this narrative where people
don't
say Burna
put
did not
Burna in
2019. Burna was blown.
Okay,
before then.
Nigeria.
He was blown. He became international.
Yes, from
in
like to party. Burna was the beast.
Oh, okay.
Let's give him props for that.
I agree with you. Let me rephrase my words. Like, he didn't blow internationally.
Well, there's that.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because nowadays, like in today's time, Afrobeats is no more just Nigeria now, bro. Afrobeats is now very popular now.
This genre thing, I'm always angry when people just categorize everybody under Afrobeats. Some of these people are not Afrobeats artists. Wizkid's More Love Less Ego, even Davido's Timeless was not an Afrobeats album.
Okay.
Almost all this, no, not almost all, but like a good number of the songs there were Amapiano. Same with Mr. Money with the Vibe. Amapiano, Mr. Money with the Vibe was almost practically an Amapiano album, but they always categorize under Afrobeats.
Davido, what genre is Davido?
Davido is an Afrobeats artist, but his last album wasn't like really Afrobeats. You get even Adekunle Gold purely sings Afropop. Still puts them under the Afrobeats category. Once you go mainstream like this, Afrobeats
to the world.
Afrobeats, and it's not meant to be so, because it's I think that's what gives these people mouth over us. This Amapiano. Amapiano is a genre that is, if it is not Amapiano, you will know. But Afrobeats, somebody will just come up. What's the name of this girl? Bloody Civilian. They already put her in Afrobeats category, whereas she sings majorly Alte, that kind of vibe and everything. They are trying to push Odumodu Black to under the Afrobeats umbrella too. But it's Alte, native.
So for me, I think, sorry that I cut you short. I think for the project conversation, I think not every artist is a project artist. True. Some people are better off as singles guys, and not everybody can tell a story with a project. My issue with More Love Less Ego is I feel like the name was picked on vibes. So I don't think the name of the project featured in how the project was created. It seemed like he had created all the songs and then he wanted to come up with a name for the project. And I was like, More Love Less Ego sounds nice. So I did not see that, like in the same project where you say More Love Less Ego, there's something about problem, Magbe Sumomi. And I'm like, is that love? Is that ego or anything? So I just feel like it was vibes.
One of the lead singles on the track. I think for me, the only song on that album that actually spoke More Love Less Ego was Every Day, where the woman first said, I am grateful to be happy. So I support that too. But what about Davido's Timeless? Does it speak Timeless to you?
So I think what it's trying to tell you with Timeless is that this is something you can play even in 5 years time and you will bop to it. So it is not necessarily a case of this name dictates what you would hear in the song. And so that's why I think there's a difference in the two projects. Okay. So the name was not reflective in the project because it wasn't intended to be. But when you hear a project that says More Love Less Ego, you're not thinking sound, you're thinking the lyrics, what you would hear, how you feel when you listen to it.
Because this guy did like an Apple Music Live before he dropped the album, like a listening party kind of thing. And you see the way he was talking about the album, I was like, this album is going to heal the world. But then, it was a beautiful album, Sha. Let me not be dragged again. It's a beautiful album. Okay, so the next thing I'd like us to talk about is, last time we talked about headies nominations, but that time the nomination that they had not come out, I only predicted, and I was 50% correct. Thank God.
40.
So I want us to bring out some particular categories, and I'll start with the next rated category. Now we add people like Asake in that category. We are I think we had Spyro, we had Young John, We had, who else was in that category again? Young John, Asake, Spyro, Victoni. Yeah. Me, before I go into the category, I feel genuinely that Arasta should have been in that category. There was no female in that category, and it's not as if Arasta has not tried though.
What?
You feel Arasta has not gotten to that level
at all, bro?
Seriously,
like, listen to the category again. They mention her name.
Arasta, look at the category. Spyro is in the category, and Arasta is not
Spyro,
there.
If you have Victoni, Arasta can make it there. But then again, yes.
Mention 3 hit songs to Victoni's name.
No, let's not even do this. But
first off,
guy, 19 and dangerous.
No vex.
19 and dangerous, bro. You're not touching that.
Bro, Victoni's album.
I'm not even talking about Victoni's not touching that. I mean, that project was great.
Was
she
beautiful.
Had a lot of.
Not many hits.
Yeah. So, but I think the rule states that like if you have an album, you're not eligible for that category. I think that's what it is. I don't want to believe
Are you sure that's not for rookie? Because Rema. Okay, no, Rema is not
Rema, you cannot put Rema there.
Rema don't collect.
But I know that even Asake to me is an insult.
Asake has an album.
That's what I'm saying. It's an insult for it to have him there.
Category.
Yes.
Okay.
Asake, I think there's somebody there that also has an album. I'm forgetting that person. They said Shea Vibes not make it to the category.
So, but I don't think she should be in the next rated conversation. Really,
you think she's
if you're mentioning
there, like she's past?
Yes, if you're mentioning top 5 females now, you mention her.
Arasta.
Some of these people
in their time.
That's what I'm saying. Some of these people in this category, if you mention them, if you mention top 5 for males, they'll probably not feature.
True.
So I feel like she's past that. She was just lucky, or she should be pissed at herself that she grew so fast. Yeah. So that's what it is.
True. But now coming back to the category now, with the people in the category, is it an obvious win for Asake, or you feel somebody else is going to collect from it?
It's an obvious win for Asake.
Why do you say so?
Asake is like record right now. I'm smelling Wizkid, Davido era, like from that guy. Like that guy, he has closed, like he's like, remember when we were having the argument of Asake and Rema? Bro, like I feel that guy is like, if he continues to be like on a he's under Olamide now. Let's not play. Like if he is consistent, he can actually like catch up to Rema.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna lie, because right now Asake is very popular in the UK.
Yes, it's probably the hottest in the UK
right now, like, and that's just he has covered one country.
Yeah, I mean, like he's doing his O2 show is this month. Yeah, his
this month, and so. It just blew. And
his last UK show, they had to. It did 3 days or
they had to extend it.
They had to extend it, and they had to even cancel it on the last day because people died, like stampede, that kind of thing. See the kind of numbers Asake is doing in the UK.
That guy is making moves.
I beg to differ. No. Like, not what you think. It's not what you think I'm about to say that I'm about to say. So I don't think it's an obvious win because if I'm not mistaken, that category is dictated by votes. And just as we have with democracy, it's not about the best candidates. It's about the candidates with the most votes. And that takes me back to the Egbon Olamide. I think that conversation was really about who had the most votes. It wasn't about who had the streets in the chocolate.
Yes.
No offense to Ricardo Banks and all of that. So that's what it is. So I feel like
they've reconciled now.
Of course they have. But I just feel like Asake might not be interested in winning that category. He might think he's past that, and he might not campaign in quotes the same way. Maybe I don't want to mention names, but
the same way Spyro.
I wasn't going to mention names, but Spyro might probably campaign more than Asake would for this type.
I don't think he has. Okay, I think he has posted on his page since then.
Exactly. So, and these things are if they are dictated by votes, it's who has the most votes.
I'm not gonna lie, man. That lineup is crazy.
Yeah,
lineup is crazy.
Like, what was funny to me was like seeing like some international artists get headies nominations, and I'm like, these guys don't give jack shit about what you're doing. But
so Chris Brown won last year. Like, they know.
I'm not sure that he even posted that he won. I don't think he cares that he won, but I think we need to do better in telling our own story and owning our narrative as opposed to taking it to other people. Because what happens is, let's assume in the next couple of years, the headies becomes a big deal. It will be difficult for you to say you were the one that started it because you are doing it in their own country. And trust me, these guys know how to. We call them culture vultures. They appropriate everything to themselves, and then you will not your own part you played will be like watered down and to be their thing. So I think we need to do better in developing our own space to be able to host this kind of events.
Here we see the African the African Headies Awards. This is the former musician Davido.
So please, stuff like that is bound to happen. So that's what it is.
So basically what we're trying to say is, let us clear that slave mentality. I think we're still in that slavery era mentally, especially in the musical parts, especially when we talk about artists entering Billboard Hot 100s and everything. That's a US chart. What's wrong with our Nigerian charts? Now it's good entering and clearing those charts, but then it should not be a criteria to judge a good artist. So thank you very much for joining us on Music Munch. We'll see you next time.